is how it works. You can just slide in and out, and it's pretty simple. I asked my parents if I could have a sewing machine, and it was kind of hard to persuade them at first, but I finally got it, taught myself to sew, ripped out most of what I sewed at first, and eventually it became like this full-grown business. And my family, I couldn't predict it. My family couldn't predict how big this would become. I mean, I just had a goal to sew 50 headbands and sponsor one girl or something like that. And so it's really grown to become its own foundation, and that was really cool to go through and learn. Well, I go to Sacred Heart in Greenwich, and we have a worldwide network, so schools all across the world, and we have one in Uganda. And I've been at Sacred Heart ever since kindergarten, and we'd always done Jump Up for Uganda in lower school, or Penny Wars in middle school, whatever way we could to raise money for the school. And I'd been really inspired by that, and I mean, like a lot of schools, we were doing a lot of community service, and I just wanted to become more involved. And I wanted to have a direct connection with one girl somewhere in the world. And so I was just really excited, and I thought, you know, if I go through girls' education, she can have the tools to change her own life, and I don't have to be in charge of her decisions, and it gives her opportunity to become her own person. Hanina had been going to school, but then she went home, and her father circumcised her and married her off. And the village elders were trying to bring her back to school because she's so bright, and they knew that she had so much potential, and they had enough money for about 2 weeks, but then nothing else. And Barbara Shaw was just like, I need immediate assistance here, please help. And so I was like, yes, of course, I'm done. And it's just grown now. I mean, I have like 7 girls now in Kenya, so it's just incredible. I tell people this all the time, and I don't think they understand how sincerely I mean this, but I've changed as much as these girls have. And so it's been a journey for me too, because I've gained insight into these girls' lives and sort of had a better understanding of what they go through, and that they don't want pity, they just want a chance, you know, to go to school and make a change in their communities. And so I've also gained perspective in my own life, because they've given me inspiration to work harder in school and to work for what I want, because if they are surrounded by such a negative, you know, life, and just you're never going to go to school, you're going to be married at 13, to have that sort of all around you all the time, and yet they still are so driven to go to school and everything, makes me think, you know, while school can be hard some days, like, I don't want to drop out or give up. If they're so driven, I should be driven too, and take advantage of the opportunity that I have here. And so I've tried to do that and give back in some way. There's so many different components of doing this, because it's both a business and a philanthropic venture, but I think my favorite part is the relationship that I will have with these girls now, because it's a lifelong commitment to them, and it's a lifelong, you know, trading of letters and photographs that I'll have, and it's being a part of a Reverse the Course family, which is really exciting. And to have a connection like that with someone like across on the opposite side of the world is insane, and I think that's the coolest part, being able to just be close with these girls.